Washington, Pennsylvania, with the starting lineups for this contest. We send it upstairs to public address announcer Bob Gregg.
And now let's meet the starting lineups for Game 13 of the Printscape Pony League World Series. First of all, the visitors are Asia Pacific champions from Chinese Taipei. Leading off and playing right field, number 9, Huang Zihong. Pitching and batting second, number 6, Lin Liang Kai. Batting third and playing first base, number 3, Wu Chie Zhui. Batting fourth, the shortstop, number 1, Chen Swan Chi. Batting fifth and playing second base, number 4, Chen Ching Yung. Batting sixth, the left fielder, number 7, Lin Shi Wen. Batting seventh, third baseman, number 5, Sung Chin Chie. Batting eighth and catching, number 2, Chen Chin Fu. Batting ninth and playing center field, number 10, Chin Wei Xiong. Number 8, Chen Po On. Number 11, Lin Wei Chi. Number 12, Ha Wei Wen. Number 13, Chen Wei Chun. Number 14, Liu Fong Yi. Number 15, Chong Shou Shan. Coach, Huang Pin Hao. Business manager, Wong Tong Kui. And the manager, Tsai Chin Chun. Asia Pacific Zone champion, Chinese Taipei. And now for the South Zone champions from Palmview, Texas. Leading off and playing second base, number 8, Edgar Quintanilla. Batting second and playing shortstop, number 12, Gael Zambrano. Batting third, playing third base, number 23, Alex Leon. Batting fourth, the first baseman, number 5, Javier Garza. Batting fifth, the center fielder, number 2, Axel Polito. Batting sixth, playing left field, number 21, Ezra Gonzalez. Batting seventh and playing first base, number 7, Alex Bocanegra. Batting eighth and catching, number 42, Isaiah Oliveras. Batting ninth and pitching, number 4, Noah Cortez. Number 11, Omar Cantu. Number 17, Thomas Vasquez. Number 18, Oraldo Solis. Number 31, Rolando Solis. Number 34, Joaquin Barrientos. Coach, Lucas Zambrano. Business manager, Isaac Oliveras. And the manager, Ramiro Leon. South Zone champion, Palmview, Texas. Umpiring at home plate, Paul McIlvain. At first base, Mike McCollum. At second base, Ron Ross. And at third base, Todd Ventresca. Decisions Committee, Tom O'Connor, Lenny Lynch, Terry Faust.
At this time, we ask all that are able to please rise for the Pony Prayer and the national anthems. Gentlemen and boys, please remove your caps. Thank you to all veterans and active duty members of the United States Armed Forces for your service. We invite you to render a hand salute during the Star-Spangled Banner. Almighty God, help us to realize that we are gathered here to watch young people play baseball, not to second-guess strategy, dispute decisions, or question ability. That we are here to cheer, to encourage, to join in the fun that is baseball, not to jeer, discourage, or otherwise degrade the game. That while officials and players are expected to perform within the bounds of certain standards, we also, as spectators, are expected to conduct ourselves within the bounds of good sportsmanship. May this contest end without injury, without feelings of ill will, without disgrace, but as an activity worthy of thy blessing. Amen.
Can't be a better place to be than at Lou Hayes Pony Field for the stately sportsmanship which defines Pony League Baseball. 54 feet from home plate to the pitcher's mound, 80 feet between the bases for Pony Baseball, and it is 250 down the line, 285 to the power alleys, 305 feet to straightaway center field. Palmview, Texas, in Chinese Taipei in an elimination game. We've already had 4 teams that have been sent packing. Long Beach, Hartville, California, Guion, Spain, Mon Valley, Pennsylvania, Bay County, Michigan. So we'll have a 5th team eliminated by way of this game here today. We have 4 games on the Pony League schedule for today. Our second game of the day featuring Washington County and Bronx, New York. That also will be an elimination game. We're marching towards the championship game scheduled for 7:30 tomorrow night. And no question about it, for these 2 teams and for the 2 teams that play in the next game, it will be by far a more difficult road to get to the championship game. For Chinese Taipei, Wang Lihong, Lin Yang-kai, Wu Chie-sui, Chen Xuanqi. The second baseman, Chen Cheng-young. The left fielder, Lin Chi-wan. At third base, Sung Chi-che. And the catcher is Chen Chu-fu. And the center fielder, Chen Wai-seong. That's the Chinese batting order to face Noah Gonzalez, who will be backed up by these friends. Gonzalez in left, Polito in center, Bocanegra in right, Leon at third, Zambrano at short, Quintanilla at second base, Garza at first, and Oliveras catching. Happy to report that Todd Van Treska, who was injured, took a foul ball off his left forearm in the game last night and had to leave the game. Todd Van Treska is okay and is working as the third base umpire in this game today. Talking to Todd this morning, he tells me that he had 2 foul balls or 2 balls come off his forearm. It was the second one that forced him out of the ball game, but happy to hear that he is well. So for Palmview, Texas, an impressive series of games. Palmview, Texas, with outstanding defensive play, winning 2 out of 3. We've seen runners picked off. We've seen diving catches, around the horn double plays. It has been by far a trademark of this Palmview, Texas ball club, how well they make the plays defensively. Palmview 2-1 in the tournament. Chinese Taipei, and we've had 11 teams from Chinese Taipei win the Pony League World Series. The most recent was 2022 when New Taipei City defeated Monterey. But for Chinese Taipei in this 2024 Printscape Pony League World Series, only 5 hits, 3 hits in a 4-2 win over Palmview on Saturday, and only 2 hits in the 1-0 loss to Puerto Rico yesterday. Thank you for joining us. Jacob Knisner is our producer. Sai-Chi Chung is the manager of Chinese Taipei. Wong Pin Han and Wong Tong Kui are the other members of the coaching staff, and we are ready to go. Tuesday morning, baseball brunch, and a strike on the inside corner. Wang Zihong hitless so far in the 2024 Pony League World Series. And outside, 1 ball, 1 strike. One pitch is outside for the teams playing in these games. This 10 o'clock game and the 12:30 game to reach the championship game. These teams must, there's a foul ball back to the padding, must play and win later today and then play and win earlier tomorrow. Two-two pitch from Cortez, pitch away, and the strikeout. We'll watch and see if that becomes a pattern for Cortez, working away to this left-handed batter, Huang. And it brings up the pitcher, Lin Liang Kai. And Lin takes a strike. Over the years, we've learned that the players from Chinese Taipei are extremely fundamentally sound. Don't necessarily hit the ball far, typically swat it around and have bat control that provides for success, but as I indicated a moment ago, only 5 hits for Chinese Taipei in 2 games. And the count, 1 ball, 2 strikes. We are just underway. 1-2 pitch. Fastball in 2-2. I must tell you that I am so thrilled. I've always loved to announce baseball. And it takes me back to those days when I was 11 and 12 years old watching my brother play baseball. Bouncer, third baseman coming off the line. And Leon easily makes the play with a throw to Garza at first base. I remember that because I loved to announce baseball, and that was my goal, that was my dream when I was 12 years old, that many mornings I'd be sitting in the front seat of my dad's car. My dad would park it in such a way that I could watch my brother play baseball, and I could announce the game. Of course, back then in Rochester, New York, I was pretending that all of the players on my brother's team were New York Yankees. Here's Wu Che-Sui, who is 1 for 2, and he has 1 of the RBIs, and there have been only 4 runs for Chinese Taipei in this tournament. Cortez falls behind, 2 balls, no strikes, nobody on 2 down. No score. And a called strike. And Paul McIlvaine up with the right hand. Paul McIlvaine from Bentleyville, Pennsylvania. Two-one pitch. Swing and a miss. There is a pitch count limit of 95, so we'll keep tabs on the pitchers throughout the day. And we expect Chinese Taipei to use 4, 5, maybe even 6 pitchers during the course of the action this morning. Peeking over his glove, Cortez, 2-2 pitch. And a foul ball that bounces around up near the concession stand. Chinese Taipei's team bat first 2 games. Mia Henkins, our stands manager, figured it out. It's 113. And a foul ball off to the right, not a play. So we've had the strikeout of Huang, and then Lin bounced to third. Two balls, 2 strikes, and 2 outs. Ball in the dirt, swing and a miss, strike 3. The throw to first base. Olivares to Garza to complete the strikeout, 2-3. And Chinese Taipei continues to be stifled offensively. Chinese Taipei nothing. Palmview, Texas coming to bat. Hey!
Feels good to be off the sidelines, doesn't it? Oh yeah, it does. That extra effort with AHN Sports Medicine got you back here. With every specialty set, custom training day, and personalized drill, you bettered your body. Now line it up. They don't see this move coming. Told you. Go next level with AHN Sports Medicine.
My dream field has a scoreboard with a giant TV.
My dream field has dugouts for our mascot to dance on.
My dream field has lights to play at night. And a duck pond.
CNX is making dream fields come true by donating millions of dollars throughout Appalachia. Nominate your field at cnx.com/dreamfields.
On this dream field, Luhei's Pony Field, Quintanilla to lead it off. Quintanilla, Zambrano, Leon, Garza, Polito, Gonzalez, Bocanegra, Olivares, and Cortez. There are a couple of left-handed batters in the Palmview order to face the right-hander Lin Liang Kai. And he'll be backed up by Lin Chi Xuan in left, Chin Wei Song in center field, Wang Li Hong in right field, Sung Chi Che at third base, and Chen Chuang Chi at shortstop, Chen Xing Young at second base, Wu Chie at first base, and the catcher Chen Jin Fu. Ramiro Leon, Alejandro's dad, coaches third. He's the manager. Lucas Zambrano, Carlos's dad, the coach at first. Isaac Olivares, Isaiah's dad, also on the staff. Bottom of the first inning, no score in the game. Edgar Quintanilla. And the first pitch, a ball for Palmview. A 6-2 win over Mon Valley on Friday. A loss to Chinese Taipei 4-2 on Saturday, and in that game each team only had 3 hits. And the next pitch, the ball 2-0. Then yesterday, Palmview, Texas beat Mon Valley for a second time. The decision yesterday, 11-4. And Lin's 2-0 pitch, strike called. The team batting average for Palmview in the first 3 games, Mia Hankins has figured it out to be .309. 26 total hits, a couple of home runs. And swinging a foul ball. So the count is 2 balls and 2 strikes. We have had 11 home runs hit in the 2024 Printscape Pony League World Series, and 4 of the 11 have been hit by players from Tijuana, Mexico. 3 of the 4 by the Mexican first baseman Romeo Briones. Called strike 3 on a breaking ball. And Edgar Quintanilla is out number 1. Quintanilla, by the way, coming into this 3rd game being played by Palmview with 4 hits. And here's Carlos Zambrano. He's 4 for 10. Had all 4 of his hits in the game yesterday against Mon Valley. First pitch to Zambrano. He has a called strike. Oh, 1 pitch, and it's a ball. Paul McIlvain, who is the home plate umpire, was telling me earlier that he played on this field back in 1977. He was playing for the Bentleyville Bronco team, and he hit a home run, hit a walk-off home run. And here he is. Let's see, about 47 years later, he is umpiring behind home plate for the Pony League World Series. Ball hit on the ground, bobbled by the shortstop, and the throw to first base not in time on the E6. Looked like Chen was going to have a routine play, but didn't come up with it. And so we have our first base runner of the game with a man on, 1 out in the bottom with the first inning, no score. And now Alex Leon. Leon 5 for 8 in the Pony League World Series. Leon had 3 hits yesterday against Mon Valley. Runner at first, Zambrano being held on by Wu. And a foul ball off to the left and out of play. Center fielder Chin Wei Xiong playing quite deep in straightaway center. Has almost moved himself back to the edge of the warning track. And the 2-2 pitch, or excuse me, the 0-1 pitch is outside. Javier Garza to follow. And a foul ball out of play. In the top of the first inning, Noah Cortez set down Chinese Taipei 1-2-3. And Cortez recorded 2 strikeouts. And time called. I was talking about center fielder Chin playing quite deep. So is right fielder Huang with a left-handed batter in the box. Left fielder Lin not playing. He's playing quite routine in terms of depth. And a couple of steps towards the line. Runner going. That's a balk. That's a balk. He didn't step off. The runner broke for second, then a throw to first base that goes errant. And the play is alive. A balk call is not a dead ball call. Didn't step off. That's the problem for Lin. He didn't step off. And stopped his, had he thrown to first base, it would have been okay. But as it turned out, he didn't. Or threw it towards first base. And doesn't matter because of the errant throw. Runner goes to third, and a couple of errors have set things up for Palmview with a runner at third and 1 out in the bottom of the first inning. And no question there was a flinch on the part of Lynn. So all things considered, there was the balk. That's basically the offensive team has the option to take the play. And with the runner getting to third because of the errant throw. And a pitch now to Leon. It's outside ball one. Shortstop Chen Xuanqi is playing in on the left side. Second baseman Chen Qing-young is not up as far. Here's an opportunity for Palmview to take an early lead. Bottom of the first inning, no score at the Printscape Pony League World Series. Breaking ball high. Full count on Leon. And a throw back to the pitcher came off the glove and rolled behind the mound. But shortstop Chen was there to back up. Swing and a miss, ball in the dirt, necessitating a throw to first. Runner breaking for the plate, and Zambrano trying to jump over the catcher, and he is out. Strikeout 2-3, and then the out at the plate 3-2. Palmview, no runs, no hits. There were 2 Chinese Taipei errors, and no one left on base. Already, we've had a good bit of excitement on this Tuesday morning. At the end of one, no score.
At Printscape Imaging and Graphics, we're more than printers. We're partners in creativity and community. From sponsoring local charities to empowering small businesses, Printscape is committed to giving back. Our people help businesses and organizations build their brands while strengthening our community, like the Printscape Pony League World Series. Printscape Imaging and Graphics, where technology meets creativity. Visit us today and see how we can bring your vision to life.
There's a place far from the city, yet just down the road, where likes and shares mean more. It's in every bite, each performance, and every night, where the miles we ride together become the memories we share forever. We dream because they fought for it. We give because they worked for it. The American spirit lives here. I can feel it.
At Penn West University, we're making college make sense again with programs tied to in-demand jobs. We're breaking down barriers and giving you more choices. We're making college valuable again for people just like you. Learn more at pennwest.edu.
The Printscape Pony League World Series is presented by Printscape, by the Washington County Tourism Promotion Agency, by CNX, and by the Observer Publishing Company. Hey. You know, the strikeout, and then the out at first base, the return throw, and the leaping Zambrano is ruled out. Ground ball, first pitch of the second, bouncing ball to the first baseman. Garza will take the play himself, and Chen Xuanqi is out number one. That play of the plate with Zambrano jumping reminds me of a play we had several years ago. As a matter of fact, the photograph taken by Celeste Van Kirk was honored by the Pennsylvania News Media Association. First place photographic honor for a picture that was titled Hurdling Competition. Chen Qing-young and looks at strike one. Second baseman, no score, second inning of what is scheduled to be a 7-inning ball game. Though we've had, what has it been, 4 games shortened because of the mercy rule, including a most impressive explosion by Tijuana, Mexico to beat the Bronx 16-2 yesterday. In the 4th inning of that game last night, Tijuana, Mexico sent 18 men to the plate and scored 12 runs. And the Bronx wants a rematch and will get it if the Bronx defeats Washington County at 12:30. Next pitch, 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out, nobody on. Ball popped out behind second base, shallow center, and the second baseman Quintanilla goes out to make the catch, and there are 2 outs. Chinese Taipei, 11 championships, and at one point the teams from Chinese Taipei put together a 17-game winning streak, which started in 2015 and was stopped on August 16, 2022 by Johnstown, Pennsylvania. Swing and a miss by Lin Cui-an, looking for his first hit of the tournament. Remember, Chinese Taipei's had only 5 hits in the tournament. And the pitch is down low. The count 1 ball and 1 strike. One pitch. And a ball. I was commenting about Paul McIlvaine having played on this field back in 1977. McIlvaine from Bentleyville. He is a table games manager at a casino in Greensburg. And the next pitch, a ball, the count 3-1. The right-hander Cortez has retired the first 5 batters. He has struck out 2. He's gotten a couple of ground ball outs and a pop-up. Called strike, full count. No score, second inning, nobody on. 2 outs. Swing and a foul ball on a pitch that ran in on the right-handed batter. And a foul ball back out of play. Our director is Steven Stavar, known affectionately to all of us that are part of the crew put together by WPRC Media. Steven is our director this morning. Hey, JT is in audio. Three-two pitch. And it's outside ball 4. Chinese Taipei gets its first base runner of the game.
Third baseman, number 5, Sung Chin-che.
And the number 7 hitter, Sung Chin-che, third baseman. Pony League World Series starting on Friday night. And Palmview won the first game of this year's tournament, beating Mon Valley 6-2. We've got 4 games today, and we may have 3 games tomorrow, or maybe just 1. Pitch is up, high ball 1. Don't forget, folks, the coverage of the Washington County Bronx game will be on plws.tv, so check it out on the streaming service. And the 1-ball pitch to Sung. Down low, blocked well by Oliveras. The 4:30 game today will be on Pittsburgh, on Sportsnet Pittsburgh. And then at 7:30 tonight on Sportsnet Pittsburgh Plus. Pirates are in San Diego. Pitch high and inside, 3-0. Noah Cortez seemed to have little trouble through the first 5 batters, but walked Lynn on a 3-2 pitch. And now time is called, and Zambrano's going out. One of the coaches, Lucas Zambrano. Turns out to be a rather quick meeting. Much appreciated. Scoreless game in the top of the second inning. Lucas Zambrano, who went to La Jolla High School, played baseball there, and works for Marathon Oil. His wife, Johanna. Pitch inside. Nope. Strike 3, even though Sung Chin Che thought he had ball 4. He dropped the bat and was sprinting towards first, but the right hand of home plate umpire McIlvain brings Sung back to reality. No score in the second. Throw to first base. The ball gets by first baseman Garza. And down to second base is Lin. And just to keep things in order, second time in this game we've had a throw towards first go awry. When Zambrano ended up at third base in the bottom of the first inning, it was ruled a stolen base and then the error on the pitcher. Runner at second, 2 outs, and a 3-1 pitch. Inside, ball 4. 2 men on, first and second, 2 outs. Talking about Lucas Zambrano just went out to the mound. Lucas has a son playing at University of Texas, Rio Grande Valley. He brings up Chen Chen Fu, the catcher, and a left-handed batter. Left-handed batter with green batting gloves. He wears 2 and takes a pitch outside, ball 1. I don't know how many of you have seen this or not, but most of these young players have these big, huge backpacks that they carry. Here's a strike called, and it's quite common to see the bats sticking out the top of the backpacks with the spikes, the baseball spikes on top of the bats. And a fastball on the outside corner for a strike. And the count 1 ball, 2 strikes. I think back to my days in high school when I was carrying a much smaller bag for school or for sports. Runners at first and second, 2 outs. 1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Chinese Taipei in the second, no runs, no hits, couple of walks. There was an error, and 2 left on base. Middle of the second inning of the Printscape Pony League World Series, Palmview and Chinese Taipei. 0-0.
We've been in your community since 1808. We've stood by your side covering the news of the day. We've been here for the important times in your life. We've celebrated with you. We're proud to have delivered the latest in local, regional, and national news in Washington, Greene, and southern Allegheny counties. We'll be here for the next phase of your life with our print and online editions. The Observer Reporter, life delivered daily.
Washington Hyundai's newly remodeled service department makes it easier than ever to service your vehicle. Relax and enjoy the amenities of our beautiful customer lounge where we deliver the quality service that you deserve. Washington Hyundai, it really is all at the mall.
South Hills Toyota has a great selection of newly redesigned Toyotas to choose from. Finding your new Toyota will be a breeze. The vehicle you want from the dealership you trust. South Hills Toyota, it's all at the mall.
Cricket has free Samsung Galaxy phones?
What? Nationwide coverage and lightning fast 5G?
What? Smile, you're on Cricket.
Thanks to Pathways, we had the Champions League game. And there were so many individual center stage. The Champions League game on Saturday morning. The opportunity, the mission of Pony Champions League is to provide every individual, without regard for needs, the opportunity to play baseball and softball and all of the players from the 10 teams were here to support the champions players. Also volunteers, state troopers. It was a wonderful event on Saturday morning, and all of us were here inspired. Get ready for the bottom of the second inning. No score in the ball game. And Javier Garza will be leading off. Garza from Palmview. Young man not only plays baseball, but he also plays the bass. Has become a member of the school orchestra. And by the way, Garza was here and played for Palmview last year. He went 4 for 8 with 6 RBIs. He is 4 for 8 in this Pony League World Series. Had a home run against Mon Valley on Friday. He has 5 RBIs. So that gives him 11 over 2 years. And Garza takes ball 1. And once again, that center fielder, Chin Wei Sheng, is playing quite deep. 1-ball pitch. And it's outside. Garza had 2 hits and 3 RBIs on Friday night. Javier's brother, Jorge, was on the Brownsville team that won the championship in 2021. And a swing and a miss. Count 2 balls and 1 strike. That was your typical 2-0 swing. And a bouncer to the mound, knocked down off the glove of pitcher Lin, and Lin's got time to fire over the first baseman, Wu, 1 away. When Brownsville played in 2021, it won the championship game 9-8 in 8 innings. And that 2021 Brownsville team was 5-1, and 4 of the 6 games were decided by 1 run. Axel Polito, 1 for 6, his 1 hit, a home run against Chinese Taipei on Saturday. And a called strike. We're only in the bottom of the second, but we have yet to see. We've had 12 batters. Polito's the 13th of the game. Yet to see a base hit posted on the scoreboard. 0-1 pitch. There's a base hit. Line shot into the left field corner. Polito around first on his way to second. The throw in from left fielder Lin. Cut off by shortstop Chen. 1-out double for Axel Polito. Hit with authority down the line and just out of the reach of the third baseman. And just past that burly third base coach manager Ramiro Leon. Now Gonzalez, Ezra Gonzalez, winning pitcher yesterday against Mon Valley. Left-handed batter. Pitch, bouncer to the mound. The play will be to first for out number 2, and Polito moves to third. Lin had a chance to get the lead runner, but didn't hesitate one bit. The minute he got the ball in his glove, he turned and fired to first. And no question that the minute the ball hit the glove, Polito was almost halfway between second and third. The runner at third, 2 outs, and that brings up Alex Bocanegra. Bocanegra 4 for 6 in the tournament. Right-handed batter. Bocanegra, who lives in Mission, Texas. Swing and a miss. He'll be a sophomore at La Jolla High School. Football player, a defensive back. Just so happens that both of his parents, both of Alex's parents, work for PNC Bank. And a pitch high, 1 ball, 1 strike. One-out double by Polito. The runners at third, 2 outs. No score, bottom of the second inning. 1-1 pitch. Bouncing ball to the left side. Shortstop Chen up with a throw to first. In time, out number 3. Chen to Wu. No runs, 1 hit, the double by Polito. And Polito left at third at the end of 2. Chinese Taipei nothing, Palmview nothing. Hey!
Really ruined everything. I should have done something sooner.
Everybody hopes that this won't be a big problem. Unfortunately, basement water, it always gets worse. Don't worry, we got this.
Great. Well, let's stop it from getting in.
The effects of water can be surprising. Waterproofing. We'll do a complete home inspection for free, so you can put water back in its place. Schedule a free home inspection today.
For 125 years, we've been covering this region's financial needs, sharing your rebellious spirit, standing right here with you, supporting your dreams, helping businesses grow and thrive, investing in what matters, and always putting people first. Thank you for letting us get to know you over our first 125 years. We're Washington Financial Bank, and we're proud to be the bank that gets you.
Memories from the corners of our mind, memories that are very much etched into our minds, in part because of the photographs that we watch after they've been recorded by Julie Watkins. The memories, the photographs of the Pony League World Series of 2024. And a strike called as we move into the third. I believe that Julie is from... She goes to St. Vincent. Shin Wai Sheng, left-handed batter leading off the top of the third, no score in the ball game. And the next pitch fired in there by Ortiz, but count now 1 ball, 1 strike. There's a ball hit softly to short. The lofting liner caught by Zambrano. And 1 away in the third. Let me tell you again, the Chinese Taipei has had only 5 hits in 2+ games of this tournament. Top of the batting order for Wang Ziheng. Struck out his first time up. The right-hander Noah Cortez has 3 strikeouts. And a called strike. Left fielder Gonzalez not playing all that deep. And center fielder Polito over into left center field. Ball 1. Not uncommon to see opposing teams play shallow against the Chinese Taipei hitters. One pitch. And it's outside and low, 2-1. Our second game of the day, Washington County against the Bronx. Washington County last year went to the championship game, lost to Atagawa, Japan. Strike called on the outside corner, and Oliveras, the catcher, had set up outside. Right-hander Cortez peeks over the top of his blue glove, turquoise glove, and the pitch is outside, full count. The sights and the sounds of the Pony League World Series. 3-2 pitch. Ground ball. Shortstop, Zambrano. Strong and accurate throw to first baseman Garza, 2 outs. Well, folks, when we cover the Pony League World Series, one of the things that stands out is the impressive work of Bob Gregg, public address announcer who coordinates so much of, he is the maitre d', if you will, in orchestrating all of the different happenings of the Pony League World Series. I'm amazed by Bob and how well he is able to keep a cool head when there's so much going on. Worrying about lineup changes, scoring decisions from Ron Faust, introducing the correct people, making the pronunciations, making sure that they are correct, making sure that the reading of the 50-50 number is correct. Heaven forbid we should read a wrong 50-50 number. And a called strike. Bob Gregg, operations manager at WJPA. For those of you listening in Chinese Taipei or down in Texas, there are a lot of good people here in Western Pennsylvania that work hard and are worried, are concerned and dedicated to making sure that everything is first class. Everything is done in a very excellent way. 1-2 on Lin Yang Kai, who grounded out his first time up. 1-2 pitch. A bouncer, foul ball to third. Cortez pitched against Mon Valley on Friday. He was the winning pitcher. He worked 3 1/3 innings, gave up 1 run. It was unearned. He allowed only 1 hit and struck out 6. So far in the tournament, Cortez has pitched 6 innings and has given up only 1 run, and he has not allowed an earned run. Ground ball and a foul ball between third base and the coaching box. Cortez from Mission, Texas, turned 14 on April 30th, 6 feet, 193 pounds. His dad is a Border Patrol agent, and his mom is a medical assistant. His brother Damon, who's 20 years of age, was here in 2018. And the next pitch of ball, the count is full. Nobody on, 2 outs. No score, top of the third, Chinese Taipei and Palmview, Texas. 3-2 pitch. Foul ball off to the right. Noah's brother Damon was here in 2018, plays baseball at college in Nebraska. Natalia, 2 years old. High school brother Nathan plays baseball. 2 outs, 3-2 pitch, scoreless game. Grounder to third. And Leon stays with a not unusual, but not necessarily routine hop. And Chinese Taipei shut down. 1-2-3 on the top of the third. Palmview and Chinese Taipei, no score after 2.5.
Jumpstart the season with a bit of fresh air. Whether you like to walk, run, hike, bike, or boat, you'll find that Washington County is connected by trails. Plan a day on one of the nation's outstanding rail trails with a trip on the Montour, Panhandle, or National Pike Trail. Grab a paddle and navigate the scenic Mon River and surrounding small-town charm. We'll see you at the trailhead. Plan your trip today at washcotrails.com.
At Penn West University, we're making college make sense again. With programs tied to in-demand jobs, we're breaking down barriers and giving you more choices. We're making college valuable again for people just like you. Learn more at pennwest.edu.
At Printscape Imaging and Graphics, we're more than printers. We're partners in creativity and community. From sponsoring local charities to empowering small businesses, Printscape is committed to giving back. Our people help businesses and organizations build their brands while strengthening our community, like the Printscape Pony League World Series. Printscape Imaging and Graphics, where technology meets creativity. Visit us today and see how we can bring your vision to life.
The Printscape Pony League World Series. Thanks to Printscape for stepping up and being the major sponsor of the tournament. during this tournament, I work a good number of games with Tyler Barnett, and Tyler does a fabulous job as our color analyst. And Tyler's been on this big kick during the tournament. He's obsessed because he wants to see a sacrifice bunt, and it doesn't seem to be in the cards for any of these teams. Here's Isaiah Olivares leading off. 1 for 5 in the 8th spot of the batting order. Left-handed batter against the right-hander Lin. No score, and only 1 hit in the game. Called strike. And over the weekend, Joe Mays, former head coach at Peters Township baseball head coach, was here. I saw him yesterday working the grounds crew. Pitch up high, 1-1. And I was thinking, with Ron Faust as the official scorer and with Joe Mays here working the grounds crew, that's of those two guys, that's about 1,000 wins. 600 for Ron in basketball, Joe 400 in baseball. And Ron Ross, one of the umpires, was telling me today he once heard Joe Mays say that he would tell his high school baseball players, there's a good chance we're going to win a game or two because we put down a sacrifice bunt. And he said also, according to Ron, here's a shot into left center field. Drops in, played on one bounce by center fielder Chin, and that will hold Olivares to a single. So let's see if the sacrifice bunt is in order here with the number 9 batter, Cortez. Anyways, the other part that Ron Ross told me that Joe Mays had told him was that we will win a game because of a sacrifice bunt, and we will lose a game because we did not put down a sacrifice bunt in a significant point of the game. Let's see if the bunt is here, and I don't know if my partner's tuned in or not, but Tyler Barnett, it's what he wants for Christmas. His 2 front teeth and a sacrifice bunt. Throw to first, Olivares back safely. Ortiz, the Palmview pitcher. Once again, a throw to first base. Swing and a miss, strike 1 on a sinker. Yep, no sign of the bunting stance. And throw to first base. If you were to expect, I mean, with the ideal place for a sacrifice bunt would be here, right here. You get your number 8 hitter with a single, and your number 9 hitter comes to the plate with a man on, nobody out. There's a bunt attempt and missed by Cortez, and so the count is 0-2 after 1 strike. The bunt was put on. Not necessarily a particularly good effort by Cortez, and so he's behind in the hole. No balls, 2 strikes. 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. 1 away. And watching that at bat, the Cortez at bat. And as he go down on the breaking ball, I remember the old adage of baseball. It has been often said that every hitter gets 3 strikes. 1 belongs to the team, 1 belongs to the umpire, and 1 belongs to you. Top of the order, Quintanilla. Looked at called 3rd strike in the 1st inning. No score in the bottom of the 3rd inning. Chinese Taipei and Palmview. We've had only 2 hits in the game, and Palmview, Texas has them both. And the throw to first base back safely is Olivares. Quintanilla 4 for 8 in the tournament. This right-handed batter deep in the batter's box and right up on top of the plate. Quintanilla takes a pitch away. Edgar, born in Edinburgh, lives in Sherryland, and turned 15 on May the 8th. Dad works in a refinery. Has a sister, Miranda. Throw to first base by Lin Nankai. We've had, Palmview's had 2 base runners in scoring position. Both left at third. Pitch low and away. Zambrano reached on an error, ended up at third, stolen base throwing error or pickoff attempt, depending how you want to define what transpired in the first inning. Nevertheless, Zambrano tried to score on a strikeout and subsequent throw by the catcher to first base, and then the return throw from the first baseman, Wu, and Zambrano was out. And then in the second inning, Polito doubled and went to third on a ground out, but was left there, left at the front door. 2 balls, no strikes. Last of the third, no score. Chinese Taipei and Palmview. Runner going, called strike, throw to second base. And the call at second is out. Chen Cheng-young made the tag, the second baseman. 2 outs, great throw by Chen Chen-fu. Boy, right on the money. That was a strike. That was a strike, Bob. And at the top of the order, we count as 2-1 on Quintanilla. And the pitch up and out. And Lin has not walked a batter. And this is only the second time there have been 3 balls on a hitter. 3-1 delivery. Ground ball to short. Chen's got it. Throw to first, out number 3. No runs, 1 hit, caught stealing, nobody left. No score after 3, Palmview and Chinese Taipei.
With Honda's newly redesigned lineup, there's no better time to buy at Washington Honda. Washington Honda's caring and knowledgeable sales team will make it easy to find the perfect Honda for you. Washington Honda, it's all at the mall.
There's a place, far from the city, yet just down the road, where likes and shares mean more. It's in every bite, each performance, and every night, where the miles we ride together become the memories we share forever. We dream because they fought for it. We give because they worked for it. The American spirit lives here. I can feel it.
Oh, that's perfect. That is absolutely perfect. The scores from yesterday presented by CNX. Palmview 11-4 win over Mon Valley, and the 7-0 win by Washington County over Bay County. 1-0 decision in favor of Puerto Rico. And that explosive 16-2 trouncing of the Bronx with a 12-run 4th inning. And here we go in the 4th inning. And ball 1 here in the 4th. No score in the game. Wu Che Sui, who struck out his first time up. And ball 2. CNX is in the middle of a campaign to improve baseball fields. What a great mission that is. Each pitch is a ball and a check swing, and they appeal to the first base umpire, and it is ruled a swing. So the count 2-1. Next pitch, swing and a miss, and a pitch inside to I have had the pleasure of not only doing Pony League baseball, but also done a good number of high school baseball games since I retired as the broadcaster with the Pittsburgh Pirates. Chopper over the mound. Shortstop Zambrano comes on and throws him out. Charging, gloving, throwing, and getting. Really impressive play, and we talked earlier about when Palmview captured the win over Mon Valley yesterday. Good part of the story was the glove work and the on-target throws. Swinging a foul ball, strike one. Best play of the game so far, fourth inning. No score in the game. Palmview no runs on 2 hits. Chinese Taipei no runs, no hits. Oh, 1 pitch. Called strike. So Noah Cortez, 3 1/3 scoreless innings. He has struck out 3. Next pitch, line drive right at the third baseman, Leon, 2 outs. Talking about fields in western Pennsylvania, I've seen a lot of them. I guess if I were to put together a list of my favorite youth baseball fields in this area, Lou Hayes Pony Field, the baseball field on which the Upper St. Clair baseball team plays in the Boyce Mayview complex. Foul ball back out of play. The field on which W&J, Washington and Jefferson plays its baseball games. I don't know if there's a better manicured field in western Pennsylvania than the North Allegheny baseball field. Now Chen-Ching Young. And the count is no balls and 2 strikes. 1. Interesting side note about this game. There are no putouts for the Palmview outfielders. That's how dominant Cortez has been. The only ball that's been hit to the outfield was the one by Chen in the 2nd inning when he popped out to shallow center field, and the putout recorded by the second baseman. Time called, requested by the hitter. Nobody on, 2 down, scoreless in the 4th inning. Our second game, Washington County and the Bronx. 1-2 pitch. Strike 3. Out number 3, called 3rd strike. Strikeout number 4 for Cortez. Cortez has retired 7 in a row after 3 1/2. Palmview, Texas, nothing. Chinese Taipei, nothing.
Hi, I'm Dylan Radigan. The world is brimming with possibilities, and that keeps me busy. My latest invention may be able to feed and sustain communities around the world. My team and I are always on the go, meeting new people and seeing new places. I produce films that I really care about. It's an honor to speak to audiences around the world. When people come together, meaningful work gets done. How do I do all this? Well, that part's easy. Hotelplanner.com.
Hey!
How much? 2 1/3 starter, yes. All right, we're ready for the bottom of the 4th inning. and stop the presses. A Chinese Taipei pitcher is going to work in his 4th inning. Zambrano leads off. He reached on an error and was called out at the plate back in the 1st inning. And looks at a called strike. What'd you say the longest was, Bob? 2 1/3 was the longest previous outing for a Chinese Taipei pitcher. Oh, 1 pitch, a shot up the middle. The ball goes over the mound and to the left of second base. It is a leadoff single by Zambrano. Hit number 3 for Palmview. Zambrano advanced officially on a stolen base in the 1st inning. One of the things we noticed yesterday was there were a couple of times where the 3rd baseman of Chinese Taipei was providing the signal for a pickoff at first. And we're going to get a change or two here. And Lin is going to shortstop.
Your attention, please, for Chinese Taipei, these changes. Now pitching, number 1, Chen Swan Chi. Moving to short, number 6,
And Chen Swan Chi, who had been playing shortstop, is now on the mound. So just after we start talking about how unusual it is to have a Chinese Taipei pitcher work into a 4th inning, we get the pitching change right after the base hit by Zambrano. One out, nobody out, bottom of the 4th, no score. The umpiring crew working these games today, they are all from Western Pennsylvania. Paul McIlvain, home plate umpire from Bentleyville. Mike McCollum, the first base umpire, who, by the way, is the vice president of meat processing from Washington, Pennsylvania. Ron Ross, 35 years, worked in athletic training for UPMC. He is the second base umpire. And Ton Ventresca from Cecil, Pennsylvania, a computer programmer.
That is the third baseman, Alex Leon.
And now Alex Leon struck out his first time up. Palmview's had 1 base runner each of the first 4 innings. No score in the game. And the stretch by Chen. And a throw to first base. And the pitch to Leon, a called strike. Well, we did have a 1-0 ball game yesterday. Guaynabo, Puerto Rico beating Chinese Taipei 1-0. And a pitch out of the zone, 1 ball and 1 strike. Get involved in a close game like this, you hope that your young players are up to the task of playing fundamentally sound baseball and making the plays defensively that they need to make. 2 balls, 1 strike now on Leon. As it's turned out, we've had 2 walks in the game. Cortez walked back-to-back hitters with 2 outs in the second, but those 2 walks did not prove costly to the mission of Palmview. And once again, a throw to first base, but anticipated well by Zambrano. He was already on his way back to the line. Ramiro Leon the manager of Palmview, Texas. A team, by the way, that bussed from Palmview to Houston and flew to Baltimore, and then the flight into Pittsburgh. There's a shot into right center field, base hit. The ball will bounce off the wall. Zambrano will be stopped at third. Stand-up double for Leon, second and third for Palmview. Nobody out in the bottom of the fourth inning. And Leon is now 6 for 10 in the tournament. Fourth inning of what is scheduled to be a 7-inning ball game. That shot to the gap in the double by Leon. Zambrano at third. Infield up for Chinese Taipei, and Garza steps in. Chen Sanhui pitches low and inside, ball one. The center fielder for Chinese Taipei, right fielder for Chinese Taipei, there's no way they would be able to throw out the runner from second on a ball hit to the outfield. No way at all. They're too deep. Swinging a foul ball, 1 strike. And now center fielder Chinwei Song is coming in a couple of steps. Also windmilling his right arm, getting ready. And now he backs off a step or two. 1 strike, runners at second and third. Nobody out, Palmview's fourth inning. Swing and a miss, and a great pitch down. Garza chased it. Garza 4 for 9 in this tournament and 8 for 17 in the last 2 years participating at Lou Hayes Pony Field. Time called Lucas Zambrano to have a word with Garza.
Yeah,
Now it looks like Zambrano is conducting a batting clinic. All right, Garza back in. Again, let me tell you, the infield shortstop Lin, second baseman Chen, both up 2/3 of the way. Swing and a miss on a pitch in. 1 away. There's another great pitch from Chen Xuanqi. Second and third, 1 out. Boy, Chen threw Garza a nasty sinker during that at bat, and then the hard slider down and in. Right-handed batter Polito. Polito doubled in the second inning. For Palmview, runners at second and third, 1 out. And a swing and a miss, strike 1. There are, without question, a number of pivotal moments in every baseball game, and this is one. Palmview has set up shop to take the lead. And a swing and a miss. Not sure whether that was a called strike or a swinging strike, because Polito was caught checking his swing. Nevertheless, Polito's in the hole, no balls, 2 strikes. 0-2 pitch. Popped up, balk call. That ball was fouled out of play, and a balk call gives Palmview a 1-0 lead. Zambrano comes home. Leon goes to third. And the manager of Chinese Taipei and the translator are out to confer with the umpire.
Going right through. He's got to stop. He has to stop, yeah.
You?
No. I can call.
You.
card calling. Third base.
是你在看的，怎么是他在判的？
You were the one watching, so
你看他有没有停？
He's facing him. The pitcher's facing him.
啊，你有看到吗？他有停啊。
Paul is telling the Chinese Taipei representatives.
we saw and
And third base umpire Tom Petresco is coming down.
他们全部，他是说他们全部都有看的，但是他面向投手，所以他看到。
Said he didn't stop. There's the replay.
So here's what he does.
Baseball
So
for
his,
50 years.
it
I
comes
can't
set.
tell you that I've been
He's
able to
moving his
discern,
legs, so he's still moving.
figure
Then he
out
didn't
what's a
stop
balk
and
and
he
what's
went home.
not.
So he has to stop
I know
moving.
what the definition of a balk is in the
Well,
rule book.
You know what I'm saying?
I guess I'm just not smart enough to be able to figure it all out. But
He has to
that's
stop.
what the men in blue are for.
Yeah, but he when he's coming set, he's going like this, right? So he's still moving, and then he went like that and home. He never stopped. His hands weren't moving, but his leg was still moving, and then he just went. He never stopped. Okay? All right.
What we got? 2 strikes.
Todd Ventresco saying that, in his opinion, Chen never set his feet. He had his feet moving and it didn't stop, and points out it is more of the foot, the failure of the foot stoppage. And for those of you on our streaming video, I leave it to you to figure it out. He pointed out it was a foot issue. Yeah. And the count 0-2 on Polito. Infield in, runner at third, 1-0 Palmview. And a pitch that's up out of the strike zone. It is ruled a swing by the first base umpire, Mike McCollum, and Polito is down on strikes. Back-to-back strikeouts recorded by Chen Swan Chi. Runner at third, 1-0 Palmview. There's no question that the ball was out of the zone, and Polito tried to hold up but did not. Gonzalez, left-handed batter, 1 for 7 in the tournament. And a pitch outside, ball 1. 1 run, 4 hits for Palmview. No runs, no hits for Chinese Taipei. One-0 pitch. And a swing and a foul ball. Leadoff single by Zambrano, then pitching change. Double by Leon that moves Zambrano to third. Then the balk call with Chen on the mound gave Palmview its first run. One delivery is low and outside. Gonzalez in the number 6 spot of the batting order. Chen, the right-hander of Chinese Taipei, struck out hitters number 4 and 5, Garza and Polito. Runner third, Leon coming down the line in foul territory. And a pitch that floats outside on a changeup that was telegraphed pretty good. And 3-1 on Gonzalez. Two outs, runner at third. Strike called. Full count on Ezra Gonzalez. From Rio Grande City, 14-year-old left-handed batter. Stretched by the right-hander Chen. 3-2 pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3. So Chen comes into the game, he gives up a double, but then strikes out the next 3 batters. Palmview scores 1 run on 2 hits. 1 left on base, and at the end of 4, Palmview, Texas 1, Chinese Taipei 0.
Quick question, Pittsburgh. What's the one thing better than a night game at PNC Park? Well, that's easy. A night game with fireworks. Head down to the North Shore on select nights this summer. Get loud for the Buccos. Then stick around to see our friends from Zambelli Fireworks do what they do best. But you better hurry. Other than racing pierogies and raising the Jolly Roger, this might just be the best tradition in town. Say it loud, Pittsburgh. Let's go, Bucks!
At Penn West University, we're making college make sense again with programs tied to in-demand jobs. We're breaking down barriers and giving you more choices. We're making college valuable again for people just like you. Learn more at pennwest.edu.
Oh, what a great ball game this is. We have now moved in to the top of the 5th inning. And Noah Cortez. Noah Cortez, 4 scoreless innings. He has not allowed a base hit. And Lin Shi Xuan will lead off the 5th. He walked in the 2nd. Ball fouled away. Chinese Taipei has had only 2 base runners. And now in 2.5 games in the 2024 Printscape Pony League World Series, Chinese Taipei has come up with only 5 hits, winning 4-2 over Palmview on Saturday and losing 1-0 to Guaynabo, Puerto Rico yesterday. One strike pitch, and a ball popped down the left field side and well back out of play. Chinese Taipei down to its final 9 outs as we slide into this 5th inning. Part of the Pony League World Series and a magical mystery tour that is being conducted under a sun that is rolling high through a sapphire sky. Called strike 3. 1 out, strikeout number 5 for Cortez.
Third baseman,
Song Chen Che will step in now. He walked in the 2nd. 1-0 Palmview leads. And a called strike. Second game of our quartet of games, the 4-pack featuring as the second game, Washington County and Bay County, or Washington County and the Bronx, rather. And you can get the coverage on plws.tv. And then Guaynabo, Puerto Rico, will take on the winner of this game at 4:30. So the winner of this club, the winner of this contest will be coming back to play at 4:30. 5 hours from now. Foul ball. That ball bounced, hit the batter in the batter's box. And the count 2 balls, 2 strikes. That is the challenge for these 2 teams. The winner has to play another game today and then have to hope that it gets a chance to play early tomorrow. Same story for the matchup between the Bronx and Washington County coming up as that 12:30 game. 1 out, nobody on, 5th inning. Swing and a miss, ball picked up out of the dirt by the catcher Olivares to complete the strikeout with a throw to first base. 6 strikeouts for Cortez, 2 in the first, 1 in the second, 1 in the fourth, 2 here in the 5th. And on the left-hand hitting catcher, Chin Chan Fu. Chen struck out his first time up. Center fielder Axel Polito moved well over into left center field. And a pitch that is outside, ball 1. Next pitch, hit batsman. And so now Chinese Taipei has its third base runner of the game. Runner aboard with 2 outs. We're down to the number 9 spot of the batting order. Noah Cortez, 2 appearances this year for a total of 8 runs. I'm sorry, 8 innings rather. 8 innings, 1 run, and that was unearned. And Cortez has given up in 8 innings, has given up only 1 hit. And there is a Pony League World Series ERA award. And that gives Cortez a jump on the, to become the early favorite to win. Luis Guajardo of Monterrey, Mexico won it last year. Israel Herrera won it. He was from Monterrey, Mexico 2 years ago. The Easton Sports ERA Award. 0-1 pitch and a ball, a bluff there from Chen Fu, and necessitating that Olivares, the catcher, come quickly out of his crouch and cock that right hand. 1-0 Palmview leads, and the next pitch a ball. Well, we've seen some stellar pitching in this Pony League World Series. Will Flaherty of Washington County, 8 scoreless innings, 7 strikeouts in the win over Bay County yesterday. Michael Henriquez, 6 1/3 for the Bronx against Washington County. And Sebastian Quiles of Puerto Rico, the complete game 2-hit shutout against Chinese Taipei. And a swing and a foul ball back out of play. One 0 Palmview leads 5th inning. And the count 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Two delivery outside. Full count. First baseman Garza could move behind the runner if he wanted to. Full count, 2 outs. The runner will be going on this pitch. And evidently Garza is going to stay put on the bag. Left-handed batter in the box. Runner going, 3-2 pitch, swing and a foul tip, strike 3. Cortez strikes out 3 in the top of the 5th. For Chinese Taipei, no runs, no hits, hit batsman, 1 left on base. After 4.5, Palmview, Texas 1, Chinese Taipei 0.
At Printscape Imaging and Graphics, we're more than printers. We're partners in creativity and community. From sponsoring local charities to empowering small businesses, Printscape is committed to giving back. Our people help businesses and organizations build their brands while strengthening our community, like the Printscape Pony League World Series. Printscape Imaging and Graphics, where technology meets creativity. Visit us today and see how we can bring your vision to life.
With Honda's newly redesigned lineup, there's no better time to buy at Washington Honda. Washington Honda's caring and knowledgeable sales team will make it easy to find the perfect Honda for you. Washington Honda, it's all at the mall.
The Printscape Pony League World Series, first of 4 today, 1-0 Palmview, Texas leading Chinese Taipei. The location of Palmview, Texas, it is located southernmost tip of Texas near the Mexican border. And there is the possibility of a matchup between Palmview, Texas and Tijuana, Mexico. Tijuana, Mexico plays at 7:30 today and will take on the winner of the 12:30 game between the Bronx and Washington County. Palmview with a win here will play Guaynabo, Puerto Rico at 4:30 today. Bottom of the 5th, 1-0 Palmview leads. Bottom third of the batting order. And Alex Bocanegro, right-handed batter, fouls it away. Bocanegro 3 scoreless innings yesterday against Mon Valley. Oh, 1 pitch. Swing and a miss. Chen Xuan Chi came on in relief in the 4th. He gave up a double, which set up the game's only run, but then he struck out 3 consecutive batters. And time called by home plate umpire Paul McIlvaine. Bocanegro, Olivares, and Cortez slated here in the 5th. Ground ball. Second baseman Chen Xingyang up with a throw to first base to Wu, 1 away. And time called here. We're going to have some changes. And Wu, who had been at first base, is now going to pitch.
Playing first base, number 1, Chen Xuan Chi.
And the pitcher Chen Xuan Chi will be playing first base. So it is the third pitcher of the game. The starter, Lin Liang Kai, went 3+ innings. He's charged with 1 run. And for Chen Xuan Chi, inning and a third, 1 hit, 3 strikeouts, no walks, no runs. And now Wu, as I was saying earlier, we've come to expect that there will be 3, 4, 5, 6 pitchers used in a game by Chinese Taipei. It is its approach to how you manage the pitch count limits and make sure that you've got some quality arms later in the tournament, should you be fortunate enough to make it to the Tuesday and Wednesday games. Olivares will come next. The only run of the game in the 4th inning. Single by Zambrano, double by Leon. Zambrano went to third and then scored on a balk. There have been 5 teams from Texas that have won the Pony League World Series. The first time that the Pony League World Series championships were conducted, it was 1952, and San Antonio, Texas won it. And the other years for Texas, 1957, 1962, 2011, 2021. All right, here we go with Wu against Olivares. Last half of the 5th inning. And a foul ball up to the left out of play. It is quite remarkable when you think about it, and for those of us that have been covering Pony League Baseball for a while, we have come to expect, there's a swing and a miss. We've come to expect that the team from Chinese Taipei is the favorite. And will most likely, odds are very strong in its favor that it'll be in the championship game. There's a pitch high 1-2. And yet here we are looking at the possibility. Chinese Taipei is down to its final 6 outs, trailing, granted, only 1-0, but on the cusp of being eliminated on Tuesday. 1-2 pitch, shot into right field. Liner by Oliveras, 1 out, single to right. Right fielder Wong fires it back in. That's hit number 5 for Palmview, Texas. Good job by Oliveras to turn, the left-handed batter turning on that one and driving it through the right side. Runner here for Oliveras. Geraldo Solis will be the courtesy runner. One on, 1 out, 5th inning. Home half of the 5th, 1-0 Palmview leads. Cortez 0 for 1 in the game. And a pitch that is outside, ball 1. Right-hander Wu comes set at the shoulders. The throw to first base, and Geraldo Solis dives back safely. And the right-hander Wu once again turns and fires to first. With that, Geraldo Solis is going to take off his sliding protection. Swing and a miss, an off-speed pitch down and away. 1 ball, 1 strike. One and 1 out in a 1-0 ball game. Palmview leads, 5th inning. Wu's next pitch. Swing and a miss. Good sharp breaking ball. Palmview 1 run on 6 hits. Or 1 run on 5 hits, rather. Throw to first, out! Timed perfectly, Wu fired to first, just as... Ball was dropped, excuse me. Ball was dropped by the first baseman. That was timed perfectly by Wu. He fired and may have been signaled by the third baseman just as Solis was moving off the bag. Called strike 3. 2 outs. Error on that play, Bob? Two down, top of the order for Quintanilla.
Second baseman, number 8, Edgar Quintanilla.
Edgar Quintanilla 0 for 2. Maybe an error on that play. What with the umpire ruling out on a ball that was dropped by the first baseman. So it is the 3rd error of the game against Chinese Taipei. And ball 1 on Quintanilla. Two outs, runner at first. One ball, no strikes. Right-hander against right-hander. Runner going, the pitch a called strike, throw to second. And the ball kicks away from the bag and away from second baseman Chen. So the stolen base for Solis. He received a reprieve by way of the drop ball, and so now he's in scoring position with 2 outs. Runner at second, 2 outs. And Palmview squeezing a 1-0 lead. 1-1 pitch. He is up high. You know, there used to be a time in baseball where if there was an error and yet there was not an advancement of a runner or the putting of a batter on base, that you would wait to see whether that batter did reach base. Let's say a pop-up to the first baseman, foul territory, ball dropped. If that batter didn't get on, there wasn't an error, but baseball changed that rule some time back. And the pitch is away, and Quintanilla walks. It is the first walk given up by Chinese Taipei pitching. Runners at first and second, 2 outs. Apparently, there is a question about the count and whether that was ball 4, and evidently it was not. So Quintanilla has to regrip his bat. And the next pitch, called strike. Three and 2. Runner at second base, Oraldo Solis. 1-0 Palmview leads. Bottom of the 5th inning. A turn towards second base by pitcher Wu. What's amusing about it was that neither middle infielder even flinched towards second base. Three-two pitches away. If we show you a replay for those of you watching our streaming, Wu came to the plate and he never looked to the plate until the last second when he released that 3-2 pitch. He had his head turned towards second base for much of the pitch. Watch him. Yeah, it was not until the last second that he looked home and walks the batter. So it is now officially the first walk given up by a Chinese Taipei hitter. Carlos Zambrano, 1 for 2 in the game, 5 for 12 in the tournament. Batting with runners at first and second, 1-0 Palmview leads. And a pitch low and outside, ball 1. Zambrano batting with a couple of men on base. 1-0 pitch. Strike called outside corner. The story here, the single run for Palmview and the no-hit pitching of Noah Cortez. And time called, time granted by the home plate umpire on the request. And a foul ball out of play. If I'm reading this correctly, the last time we had a no-hitter in a Pony League World Series game, it was in August of 2018, and it was thrown by a Chinese Taipei pitcher. A perfect game, middle of August 2018, a 5-inning perfect game against Youngstown. A 7-inning no-hitter. Edgar Barkley of Hawaii in a loss to Chesterfield County in August of 2013. And that's what we're dealing with here. Cortez has a no-hitter going. Not a perfect game. He has allowed 3 base runners, but that's what we'll be looking at. Cortez going to the mound. By the way, he already has 86 pitches. So it seems unlikely that he's going to be able to finish the game. Runners going to pitch a ball, throw to third, and out. At third base is Solis. Not even close. Perfect throw. And that ends the inning. No runs, 1 hit. There was an error and 1 left on base after 5. Palmview, Texas 1 and Chinese Taipei nothing.
After being sidelined with a shoulder injury, 2 minutes in the box isn't so bad. Now get back out there. With AHN Sports Medicine, you're ready for what's next. Your body's rehabbed and recovered. Your legs primed to outskate your defender. Your technical skills perfected. And just like that, you're back. Oh yeah, you're back. Go next level with AHN Sports Medicine.
Hey!
They play in all corners of the world. Boys and girls each learning the true value that only teamwork, competition, and sportsmanship can provide. Each year, more than 500,000 participants of all ages proudly represent Pony on baseball and softball diamonds of all sizes. Everyone deserves a chance to learn and play the game. They're our players today. They'll be our leaders in the future. Pony, making a difference in your neighborhood and all over our world.
Now there are the numbers. And under the hit column, Chinese Taipei has not picked up a hit against Cortez.
Top of the 6th inning, leading off for Chinese Taipei will be
But there is a limit to how many pitches that Cortez can throw, and because he's walked a couple, and with the hit batsman, he's at 86 pitches. The limit is 95. And he still needs to required to retire 6 batters. Top of the batting order for Chinese Taipei. Left-handed batter, right fielder. And Wang Zihong takes ball 1. Wang is 0 for 2. Pitch down low. Chinese Taipei. 2.5 games, only 5 hits. And the pitch is low, 3-0. The 3 base runners that have been on base for Chinese Taipei have reached base after 2 outs, with the exception here as Wang draws the walk, the leadoff walk, on 4 pitches, and time called as Coach Lucas Zambrano is going out. Palmview in front, 1-0. And that is it for Cortez. Officially 5+ no-hit innings. Struck out 7. And after giving up the walk, he could be the winner. He could also get a no decision. 7 strikeouts, 2 in the first, 1 in the second, 1 in the fourth, and 2 in the fifth. And for Cortez, in 2 outings this year, 8 1/3 innings, he's allowed only 1 hit. To this point, he's given up only 1 run in the 2 appearances, and that was an unearned run. And a right-hander coming on as the second Palmview pitcher of the game. And Polito coming in from center field to go to the Citadel. And Bob Gregg is double checking the changes for us. We'll go along and pass them your way in just a moment. 1-0 Palmview leads, top of the 6th inning of a 7-inning ball game. The new center fielder is Cantu.
These changes for Palmview.
And Bob with the changes.
Axel Polito entering the game in the 9 spot in the batting order.
And Cantu will go in the number 9 spot of the batting order. Palmview, Texas. And the performance of Cantu. Coming on previously and facing Chinese Taipei. Ball gets away from the catcher and down to second base. Huang on a pass ball, and just the second time that Chinese Taipei has had a runner in scoring position.
$100 to the holder of our winning ticket. That'll be announced shortly.
One ball, no strikes, runner at second, nobody out. And a called strike. And the turn and throw to second base, with second baseman Quintanilla coming in to take the throw. For Polito, he worked, and we showed those of you watching the stream, worked 2 scoreless innings and struck out 5 in the 4-2 loss to Chinese Taipei on Saturday. There's a sacrifice bunt, put down perfectly by Lin. Pitcher to first baseman. Call Mount Morris, Pennsylvania, folks. My partner Tyler and by the way, Roger Lenhart, our producer of our video stream on WVRC. Roger, we got to save that videotape. We got to save that videotape so we can show it to Tyler Barnett. Infield drawn in, 1 out, runner at third, and Wu Chia-Sui steps in. Opportunity for Chinese Taipei to tie the game. Palmview playing with the infield up on the grass, on the infield grass. And a called strike. Mentioned earlier about pivotal moments in games. Had one in the 4th. Had one actually in the 1st inning of the game when Zambrano tried to score and was thrown out at the plate. Ground ball to short. Picked out of the grass, out at first, and the runner holds at third. And Zambrano was able to come up with it playing up and in, and that's the second out of the inning. And that'll give the opportunity for the infield to relax, and now Chinese Taipei representative talking to the home plate umpire. Two outs, 1-0 Palmview. one of the high points of this Palmview team. It's defensive play. And I'm not talking about not only the spectacular plays, and there have been a few, but in this case, that was a play that was a little bit above routine. Ball gets away from the catcher, and Huang scores to tie the game. Palmview got the pivotal second out on a ground out with the infield playing in, and then Polito throws a wild pitch. So you've got a walk, a pass ball, a sacrifice bunt, and then the wild pitch. And Chinese Taipei has a run but doesn't have a hit. One, top of the 6th inning. And Polito's pitch is fouled out of play. Now the run is charged to Cortez. We'll have to wait and see yet whether it turns out to be earned or unearned. And a pitch down low, 2-1. Probably turn out to be an unearned run. But it'll depend on what happens here with Chen. And the 2-1 pitch. Swing and a miss, 2-2. A scoreless game until the bottom of the 4th. 1-0 game until this top of the 6th inning. 2 outs. A run in. The count 2 balls and 2 strikes on Chen Mon-chi. Called strike 3. So the run is unearned. In the inning, 1 run for Chinese Taipei. No hits. Nobody left on base after 5.5. Chinese Taipei and Palmview 1-1.
There's a place far from the city, yet just down the road, where likes and shares mean more. It's in every bite, each performance, and every night. Where the miles we ride together become the memories we share forever. We dream because they fought for it. We give because they worked for it. The American spirit lives here. I can feel it.
South Hills Toyota has a great selection of newly redesigned Toyotas to choose from. Finding your new Toyota will be a breeze. The vehicle you want from the dealership you trust. South Hills Toyota, it's all at the mall.
At Pathways of Southwestern Pennsylvania, we believe that every life has potential, and we're dedicated to fulfilling it. Our adult and community services give individuals with intellectual disabilities or autism the opportunity to develop new skills, have an independent home life, and make their own choices. From personalized daily care and community participation to supervised independent living, we cater to each individual's specific needs. Pathways of Southwestern Pennsylvania, your path to lifelong fulfillment.
1-1 game. Bottom side of number 6. Yeah, so the run charge to Cantu is unearned, or to Cortez rather unearned. So Cortez 8 1/3 innings and 2 appearances, 2 runs, no earned runs, 1 hit, 13 strikeouts. Fly ball hit by Zambrano into deep left center field. Off the wall. Zambrano around second on his way to third. Stand-up triple. Just as quickly as Palmview lost the lead, it gets it back. And Zambrano 2 for 3 in the game, 6th hit of the tournament. Runner at third, nobody out, bottom of the 6th. Yeah, there was no stopping Zambrano. He had a great look at it, ball kicking away from the center fielder. Bob, did you say there were changes? Did you say there were changes? Oh, okay. And here is Leon. Leon 1 for 2. Double to set up the first run for Palmview in the 4th inning. Infield has to play in, runner at third, nobody out. The pitch, line down the left field side, off the board. Zambrano scores, throw into second base, safe at second. On the relay from the shortstop, Leon, second double of the game, and Palmview reclaims the advantage 2-1. Opposite field, good job by the left fielder to get the ball to the relay man. And Leon, the son of the manager, 2 for 3 today, 7 for 11, 5 RBIs in the tournament. Brings up Garza. Javier Garza 0 for 2. Wu's pitch, fly ball left center field. Running catch made by the center fielder. Chinwei Sung makes the grab, 1 out, and no advance. Leon had to stay put at second base. And Polito doubled in the second, struck out of the 4th inning. So it will be a last call 7th inning for Chinese Taipei. And Tainan City's 5, 6, and 7 hitters coming up. Ball 1. There have been 7 hits in the game. Palmview has all 7 through 6 innings. Cortez and Polito have combined on a no-hitter. And the pitch is down low. And the count, 2 balls and no strikes. Runner at second base. And a step towards second and a fake throw. Palmview leads, bottom of the 6th inning. Fastball up high. Three balls, no strikes. There is 1 out. Strike caught on the outside corner. In this inning, the leadoff triple by Zambrano. He scores on the RBI double of Leon. And a swing and a miss. A searching swing on the part of Axel Polito. Two-one Palmview, bottom of the 6th inning. 3-2 pitch called, strike 3. 2 outs.
Your attention, please, for Palmview entering the game to bat. Number 31,
And a pinch hitter for Palmview, Texas. Rolando Solis will hit here. Palmview on top, ready to advance. One more mile to go. Ball in the dirt, bouncing away from the catcher, and a wild pitch puts Leon at third after 2 outs. The winner of this game will take on Guaynabo, Puerto Rico at 4:30 today. And then need to, with a win over Puerto Rico, should Palmview win, it would force the extra game tomorrow. Runner at third, 2 outs. Swing and a miss on a pitch that was up out of the strike zone. And a called strike here, and the count is 1-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Solis, the third out, but Palmview is back in front. 1 run on 2 hits, 1 left on base. Last chance for Chinese Taipei to stay alive. 2-1 Palmview.
At Penn West University, we're making college make sense again with programs tied to in-demand jobs. We're breaking down barriers and giving you more choices. We're making college valuable again for people just like you. Learn more at pennwest.edu.
At Printscape Imaging and Graphics, we're more than printers. We're partners in creativity and community. From sponsoring local charities to empowering small businesses, Printscape is committed to giving back. Our people help businesses and organizations build their brands while strengthening our community, like the Printscape Pony League World Series. Printscape Imaging and Graphics, where technology meets creativity. Visit us today and see how we can bring your vision to life.
From the first steps and new love to each milestone, big and small, the promise is made to the new beginnings and the dances that never end. Life is filled with the moments you live for. By protecting your health with regular vaccinations, screenings, and well checks, you can fully embrace all of life's little moments. At Cornerstone Care, we create healthier tomorrows today. Schedule an appointment with us and let's walk this path together.
Pony League World Series, first game of 4 today, and Palmview has a 2-1 lead going to the 7th of a 7-inning game.
Please report to the press box.
As we move into the 7th inning, Geraldo Solis to play left field, replacing Gonzalez. Noah Cortez and Axel Polito combining on a no-hitter through 6 innings. And Chen Ching Young will lead off.
Second baseman, number 4, Chen Ching Young.
Chen Ching Young 0 for 2 in the game. Ball hit back over the mound. Second baseman up with it. Quintanilla throw to first. Out. Real good job by Quintanilla, and the solid defensive work of Palmview continues. Ball that skipped off the mound. Pitcher Polito tried to get his glove down, but he had Quintanilla to cover his back, be his wingman, if you will. 1 away. And now Lin Shiwan who is 0 for 1 with a walk. And ball 1. Chinese Taipei is 2 outs away from being eliminated from the 2024 Printscape Pony League World Series. Ball fouled back. And please understand that by showing some surprise in my voice, we have just grown over the years to expect that the Chinese Taipei teams, as well as they play fundamentally sound as they've always been, they'll be in the championship game. But this Chinese Taipei team of 2024 has only 5 hits in 3 games. Pitches high and inside 2-1. Only 5 hits in 3 games. And has scored only a total of 5 runs. Winning 4-2, losing 1-0, and trailing 2-1 in this game with 1 out in the 7th inning. Ground ball up the middle, gliding to his left, shortstop Zambrano, the throw to first base. Out number 2, Zambrano. Like a lizard on a windowsill. Beatles reference, by the way. And now Sung. One out. Palmview, Texas, with a win here. Will come back at 4:30. Pitch a ball. Palmview, Texas beat Mon Valley yesterday morning. Is on the edge of a 2-1 win here. Needs to win at 4:30 today. Needs to win at 10 a.m. tomorrow. And win Wednesday night, tomorrow night at 7:30. So the span, if all things go as Palmview hopes, it would be 5 games in the span of 60 hours. From 10 a.m. Monday to about 10 p.m. on Wednesday night. 2-0 pitch. He is high 3-0. There has not been a lot of things about this game that are rather unique. There has not been an outfield putout made behind the 2 pitchers. 3 balls, 1 strike. I'm just checking. The only ball that, this is remarkable. The only ball that's been hit out of the infield in this game was the pop-up in the 2nd inning, caught by the second baseman in shallow center field. And the pitch is up high. Ball 4, 2-out walk, tying run aboard. And Lucas Zambrano, the coach, is going out. And for Chinese Taipei, Linwei Chi will be the batter. We are at the precipice of a 2-person no-hitter. Cortez, 5+ innings, no hits allowed. And now Polito's worked an inning and 2/3 without giving up a base hit. Again, there's not been a ball, just one ball has been hit into the outfield, and that was a pop-up to shallow center field. Wearing the fluorescent pink. And Lin, pinch hitting. Called strike. Looked like catcher Olivares wanted to throw, but he did not. Two-1, Palmview leads. Top of the 7th inning. And a perfunctory toss over to first by Polito. And our second game. Washington County and the Bronx. Swing and a miss, late swing. by Lin. 8 strikeouts recorded by Palmview pitchers. The only base runners for Chinese Taipei, 4 reaching by walks, 1 on base because of a hit batsman. And once again, a rather nonchalant throw to first base. One of those I'm going to throw over just to let you know that I know you're there. 2 outs. Runner going. 0-2 pitch, chopper in front of the plate. The pitcher, Polito's throw to first base. The ball trickles away. Safe at first and runners at first and third. As Sung running on the pitch is able to get over to third base. And Palmview unable to come up with the out at first to end the game. Infield single. So there goes your no-hitter. A chopper in front of the plate. Pitcher Polito decided to take charge. Oh, I'm sorry. They have charged an error. When you put up one finger, I thought you meant base hit. I'm sorry. E1. So the no-hitter is very much still alive. But the most important issue right now for Palmview, the tying run at third base, first and third, Chen Wei-sung, who is 0 for 2 in the game, and a called strike. And it is only the second time the Chinese Taipei's had a runner reach third base. Huang scored in the 6th inning to tie the game at 1, but now it's 2-1 Palmview. Pitch way outside, and catcher Oliveras almost lost the handle on that one. And the count 1 ball and 1 strike. What a ball game this has been. 2-1 Palmview. Runners at first and third.
Yeah.
Re-entering the game at first base, number 2, Chen Fu.
Chen Fu becomes the runner at first. All right, first and third. By the way, that was Chen Fu's spot in the order when he was lifted for the pinch hitter. 1-1 pitch. Runner going. And the runner going to second base stops about 5 or 10 feet away from the bag, but he's ignored, totally ignored. So it's now second and third. Chinese Taipei has the tying run at third. You know, the runner was hoping to get in a rundown, stop, and then was ignored. Line shot left center field. Huang drives in Sung and drives in Chen, and Chinese Taipei is in front 3-2 and drives in the go-ahead runs by way of its first hit of the game, a 2-run double in this 7th inning. And oh my, as Dick Enberg would say, ever so close was Palmview to winning the game on the ball chopped in front of the plate. Polito's throw didn't connect at first. Had it, it would have ended the game. And there it is, the first, well, second ball hit to the outfield, the first one with any authority. Top of the order. So Chen Wei-sung in the 9th spot of the batting order, doubles, and Chinese Taipei is in front 3-2 in the top of the 7th inning. Fastball high. Bottom third of the Palmview batting order in the bottom of the 7th inning. Boy, a lot went wrong in this inning for Palmview. 2-out walk, then the error, and then the uncontested stolen base. The error, by the way, led to the runner who had walked getting to third. Foul ball out of play. Chinese Taipei has now had only 6 hits. It has 7 runs in the tournament, but only 6 hits in the tournament. One-two pitch. Swing and a miss. And the inning is over. Everybody was in tableau for a second there. 2 runs on 1 hit. There was an error. And 1 left on base. After 6.5, Chinese Taipei 3, Palmview, Texas 1.
We've been in your community since 1808. We've stood by your side covering the news of the day. We've been here for the important times in your life. We've celebrated with you. We're proud to have delivered the latest in local, regional, and national news in Washington, Greene, and southern Allegheny counties. We'll be here for the next phase of your life with our print and online editions. The Observer Reporter, life delivered daily.
My dream field has a scoreboard with a giant TV.
My dream field has dugouts for our mascot to dance on.
My dream field has lights to play at night. And a duck pond.
CNX is making dream fields come true by donating millions of dollars throughout Appalachia. Nominate your field at cnx.com/dreamfields.
Hey!
Yeah, there will be a bottom of the 7th because in the top of the 7th inning, a 2-out walk to Song Chin Shui. And then with runners at first and third, the failure to get the game-ending out at first base. And so it turns out to be a 2-run top of the 7th on the double by Chin Wei Song, driving in runs 2 and 3. Boca Negra to bat. Odd-looking numbers. Totals. Chinese Taipei 3-1-2. Well, actually, it's 3-1-3. And Palmview 2-7-2. And a called strike. I don't know what area code 313 is, but to this point, that's the lucky pick 3 for Chinese Taipei. Boca Negra 0 for 2, 4 for 8 in the tournament. And takes it high ball 1. So now Palmview staring at being bounced from the Printscape Pony League World Series. Swing and a miss and a pitch up and away. Palmview picking up a run in the 4th on the double of Leon. And then, I'm take that back. Leon's double set up the run. The first run scored on a balk. And then Leon did double in the second run in the 6th inning. So Leon, by the way, in this tournament is now 7 for 11. 1-2 pitch. Strike 3 called. 1 out. Last call for Palmview, Texas.
Your attention, please. Re-entering the game to bat. Number 32, Isaiah Oliveras.
Oliveras has a couple of hits in this game. Also, after getting a stolen base in the 5th inning, he was caught stealing. 3-2, Chinese Taipei leads. Strike called inside corner. So now the road, the magical mystery tour road for Chinese Taipei is a 4:30 matchup with Guaynabo, Puerto Rico. And then the need to play another game tomorrow morning to get into the championship. Swing and a miss. Ball bounce away from the catcher. Throw to first. Pulling the first baseman off the bag. So it is a strikeout wild pitch that puts Olivares at first base, representing the tying run. 3-2, Chinese Taipei leads.
The center fielder, number 11, Omar Cantu, first at bat.
And the ball, they tried the hidden ball trick. And evidently the pitcher was still on the pitching surface and they're calling a balk on him. The ball was in the hands of the first baseman. And Olivares stepped off. And we'll see who the umpires are discussing.
I want to talk to him. Your pitcher had to go within 3 feet of the pitching plate without the ball. That's why it's a ball. He was too close to the pitching plate.
他说投手如果身上没有球，不能站离那边1公尺。But he was there.
He walked up.
The question there you can hear is that the pitcher, according to the umpire, was too close to the pitching rubber
I don't know if
without the ball. We'll get the replay in a moment to show you. The ball was in the hands of the first baseman.
I asked if he wanted a runner, and he said no, he was going to run. I never called time.
三线了，他不止3振啊！你给你也不让我开戏啊，他是不止3振吧？对啊，他就是不止3振上去就是 save 啊，没有球啊。他刚刚说他那样，他说不要。
Now the pitcher, there he is, right with 1 foot almost touching the rubber and the rosin bag in his hand.
好，哎，可以啊，可不可以？
And so the balk call puts the tying run in scoring position. Runner at second, 1 out. And Cantu coming up. There is 1 out. Cantu, left-handed batter. Omar Cantu from Sherryland, Texas. Quarterback on the football team. Mid-distance runner on the track team. Left-handed batter got the right-hander. Pickoff attempt at second base. And the throw evidently hit Lynn, the shortstop, awkwardly. The ball just went by the runner at second base, and the shortstop is injured on the play. You know, the ball went behind the back of the runner, and Lynn is hurt to some extent. We'll see to what extent it is. It looks like they're calling the medical staff, so it's that at least serious enough to get medical attention. Gives us a chance to recap what's happened in this ball game. Palmview took a 1-0 lead in the 4th inning. Zambrano singled. Went to third on the double of Leon, and then balked. The balk call brought him in. That made it 1-0. Chinese Taipei tied the game in the 6th inning. Leadoff walk, pass ball, sacrifice, bunt, wild pitch. Palmview back in front in the 6th inning, triple by Zambrano, RBI double by Leon. And then in the top of the 7th inning, the 2-run double of Chen Wai-sung. The 4 individuals representing the medical staff going out, and all 4 of them carrying rather huge backpacks. And the shortstop, Lin, will play catch with Wu, the pitcher. Okay, all set to go. Tying run represented at second base. Cantu, the batter, coming up. Chinese Taipei was 1 out away from being eliminated. And now is 2 outs away from moving on. (3-2), Chinese Taipei leads. Chinese Taipei has the lead 3-2, having collected only 1 hit and having hit only 2 balls out of the infield. One for a pop-up out and the other for that 2-run double, accounting for runs 2 and 3. All ready to go. Runner at second base, 1 out. Wu's pitch called strike. Cantu to be followed by Quintanilla. Cantu right now getting his first plate appearance, and he's in the number 9 spot of the batting order. Oh, 1 pitch. He is high. Wu, the 3rd pitcher of the ball game for Chinese Taipei. One of the storylines today, Noah Cortez. 5+ scoreless innings, didn't give up a hit, struck out 7. And a called strike. He was in line to get the win, but he'll come away with a no decision. All 3 of the runs scored by Chinese Taipei are unearned. 1-2 pitch. He is high. 3-2. Chinese Taipei leads Palmview, Texas. And the count, 2 balls, 2 strikes. And foul ball off to the first base foul area. 1-0 Palmview after 4, 1-1 after 5.5, 2-1 Palmview after 6, 3-2 Chinese Taipei after 6.5. Runner at second base, Olivares. 2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss and a pitch away, 2 outs. And 4 of the last 5 Palmview hitters have struck out. Well, 5 rather, take that back. 5 in a row have struck out, but Olivares reached on a strikeout wild pitch. Tying run at second base, top of the batting order for Quintanilla. Edgar Quintanilla 0 for 2 in the ball game. He has 4 hits in the tournament, and it's all on him now to keep Palmview, Texas playing in the Printscape Pony League World Series. Wu's pitch, swing and a miss, something away. Palmview, Texas was ever so close to getting the final out and winning the game on a chopper in front of home plate. And the pitcher, Polito, came down off the mound, his throw to first base. not an out. Throwing error charged. And that left the door ajar for Chin to drive in the 2 runs to put Chinese Taipei in front. Here's the 1-strike pitch with a runner at second base and 2 outs. Swing and a miss. Quintanilla chased the pitch up out of the zone. Chinese Taipei, the winner of 11 Pony League World Series championships, out in front in the bottom of the 7th inning. Tying run at second base. 0-2 pitch. He is high, and Quintanilla was tempted. One hit for Chinese Taipei. Right-hander Wu is set. 1-2 pitch. Outside. Chinese Taipei. Only 7 runs in this tournament. Only 6 hits. But ready to move on. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Runner at second base, bottom of the 7th inning. 2-2 pitch and a foul ball. Quintanilla stays alive. In the inning, after a strikeout, Olivares reached on a strikeout wild pitch, then a strikeout of Cantu for the 2nd out of the inning. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Runner at second, 2 outs. Pitch is high. Zambrano on deck. And Zambrano has 2 hits in this game and 6 in the tournament. (3-2) the score. Chinese Taipei leads. 3-2 the count. Runner at second. 3-2 pitch. Foul back over the screen and out of play. Truly a spectacular and exciting ball game here between Chinese Taipei and Palmview. 3-2 on the hitter, Quintanilla. 3-2 Chinese Taipei leads. Bottom of the 7th inning. Runner at second base. 3-2 pitch. Line shot. Base hit into right center field. Olivares scores. Tie game. 3-3 in the bottom of the 7th inning. The Q-Man driving the 3-2 pitch to right center field. Right-handed batter with that clutch 2-out hit. And Palmview stays very much alive in the Pony League World Series. A walk and an error set the stage for 2 Chinese Taipei runs in the top of the inning, and a strikeout wild pitch and a balk set up the tying run for Palmview in the bottom of the 7th. Here's Zambrano. Zambrano 2 for 3, singled and scored in the 4th, tripled and scored in the 6th. Takes a pitch outside, ball 1. Carlos Zambrano. 3-3. 1-ball pitch. Fly ball, left center field. And caught on the warning track, and we play extra innings. Shin, the center fielder, to the boards, but Palmview, 1 run on 1 hit. 1 left on base at the end of 7. Palmview 3, Chinese Taipei 3.
Washington Hyundai's newly remodeled service department makes it easier than ever to service your vehicle. Relax and enjoy the amenities of our beautiful customer lounge while we deliver the quality service that you deserve. Washington Hyundai, it really is all at the mall.
Jumpstart the season with a bit of fresh air. Whether you like to walk, run, hike, bike, or boat, you'll find that Washington County is connected by trails. Plan a day on one of the nation's outstanding rail trails with a trip on the Montour, Panhandle, or National Pike Trail. Grab a paddle and navigate the scenic Mon River and surrounding small-town charm. We'll see you at the trailhead. Plan your trip today at washcotrails.com.
For 125 years, we've been covering this region's financial needs, sharing your rebellious spirit, standing right here with you, supporting your dreams, helping businesses grow and thrive, investing in what matters, and always putting people first. Thank you for letting us get to know you over our first 125 years. We're Washington Financial Bank, and we're proud to be the bank that gets you.
How can you not love this game of baseball? 13 and 14-year-old battling here in Washington, Pennsylvania. Palmview enjoying 2 leads in the game, 1-0 and 2-1. We've seen the game tied twice, 1-1 and now 3-3. Chinese Taipei with 1 lead, 3-2. And Polito, who came on in the 6th inning, is ready to work this 8th inning. Noah Cortez, 5+ scoreless innings and did not allow a hit. By the way, there is some talk about whether the run that Cortez gave up against Mon Valley Friday was earned or not. Evidently, the feeling is that it was an earned run, so that would mean that for Cortez, 2 performances, earned run average of 0.84. But we'll get back to you on that.
Leading off the Chinese Taipei 8. Number 6, Lin Liang Kai.
Lin Liang Kai leads off the 8th. And Polito starts the top of the 8th inning with a pitch that grazes the ground, and it's ball 1. Our second game, whatever time it starts, Washington County against the Bronx, and now Lucas Zambrano goes out after the 1 pitch from Polito. And a pitching change as Polito hands the baseball to a teammate. And it will be Quintanilla, who just moments ago knocked in the tying run in the bottom of the 7th inning. And he will come on to pitch for Polito. He works 2 innings, doesn't give up a hit. Nope, take that back. He gives up 1 hit, the 2-run double of Chin Wai Sung. Struck out 2, walked a batter, and is charged with 2 runs, but they are both unearned as the pitcher's error set the stage for the 2 runs in the Chinese Taipei lead. So it is Quintanilla ready to work in relief, and he inherits a count of 1 ball and no strikes. Second game, Washington County against the Bronx, elimination game. The winner of this game between Palmview and Chinese Taipei will play Guaynabo, Puerto Rico at 4:30 today. And the winner of the Washington County Bronx game will play Tijuana, Mexico at 7:30. Changes here. Bob Gregg is checking them out for us. We're in the 8th inning, and it's a 3-3 game. 3-3 game, an elimination game. Don't forget, folks, there is still plenty of baseball with 3 more games today, and at least 1 tomorrow, the championship game here at Lou Hayes Pony Field. Tickets are Available at the gate for just $8 for adults, $5 for youngsters 14 and under. If you need more information, go to plws.org.
Number 8, Edgar Quintanilla. Returning to center field, number 2, Astro Polito. Moving to right field, number 11, Omar Cantu. And moving to second base, number 7, Alex Bocanegra.
All right, the changes are pitcher Polito returns to center field. Cantu shifts from center to right. And Bocanegra comes in from right field to play second base. And a called strike makes it 1-1 on Linlian Kia. Hitters 2, 3, and 4 for Chinese Taipei in the 8th inning. Ground ball to first. Bad hop, but Garza plays it well, 1 away. I guess in some respects it depends. It's in the eye of the infielder. Was it a bad hop or a convenient hop? 1 down, and now pitcher Wu, who was 0 for 3. 8th inning, and it's a 3-3 ball game. Called strike. Our coverage, our television coverage from WVRC with Roger Leonhardt, our producer, and Steve Stavar, our director, and a host of talented men and women who have been putting in extended hours since Friday to provide you with the video coverage, and it's been outstanding. Oh, 2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 3, 2 outs. 10 strikeouts recorded by Palmview pitching. Good downward breaking pitch. So low in the, maybe even out of the strike zone, below the strike zone. Now Wu, 0 for 3. Chinese Taipei, 3 runs on 1 hit. There's a called strike. Well, Chinese Taipei has hit only 2 balls out of the infield today. Pitch a ball, 1-1. I mean, you're talking about 30 batters and only 2 driving the ball out of the infield. 1-1 pitch. And a quick pitch there from Quintanilla. Ball fouled away. 3-3 in the 8th inning. Quintanilla back off behind the mound. A pensive moment there, and now he stalks to the top of the order, top of the mound. 1-2 pitch. Ground ball up over the rubber, rolling to the left of second base, and a 2-out single to center field. It has been part of the story in the latter stages of this game that we get ever so close to thinking that the curtain is about to come down. 3-3 8th inning. Chen Qing-young, 0 for 3. Quintanilla comes set to the belt of the pitch. He is outside, ball 1. Chinese Taipei scoring the go-ahead runs in the top of the 7th, and then Palmview tied it up in the bottom of the 7th inning. Swinging a dribbler, played just from the catcher's position, not too far away from home plate, and the throw from Olivares to Garza, out number 3. No runs on 1 hit, and 1 left on base. Moving to the bottom of the 8th inning. Palmview 3, Chinese Taipei 3.
Hey,
place far from the city, yet just down the road, where likes and shares mean more. It's in every bite, each performance, and every night, where the miles we ride together become the memories we share forever. We dream because they fought for it. We give because they worked for it. The American spirit lives here. I can feel it.
We've been in your community since 1808. We've stood by your side covering the news of the day. We've been here for the important times in your life. We've celebrated with you. We're proud to have delivered the latest in local, regional, and national news in Washington, Greene, and southern Allegheny counties. We'll be here for the next phase of your life with our print and online editions. The Observer Reporter, life delivered daily.
All right, for Palmview, Texas, tying the ball game in the bottom of the 7th inning. Palmview picked up the 1-0 lead in the 4th inning, scoring by way of a balk and then a Lyon double. Chinese Taipei scored its first run of the 6th inning. 2-run double, made it a 3-2 ball game. And then that clutch hit, scoring Oliveras to tie it up in the bottom of the 7th inning.
Leading off the Palmview eight, number 23, Alex Leon.
And Alex Leon, the batter, is 2 for 3 in the game. Pair of doubles. 7 for 11 in the tournament. And a swing and a miss, strike one. Three game. And the pitch outside. 1-1. First of 4. And we've got a real good one here to start the day. Ball popped out of play to the left side. And we've had about a handful of mercy rule ball game, but boy, this one in this first game, and as I said a moment ago, there have been a couple of times where it looked like it was going to be over and one team was going to secure the victory and move on, but very much in doubt here in the 8th inning. Pitches up high, 2 balls and 2 strikes. And the 2-2 pitch. Called, strike 3. Leon the first out of the 8th inning.
Number 5, Javier Garza.
Javier Garza 0 for 3 in the game. And 4 for 11, hit a home run Friday night against Mon Valley. 3-3 game in the bottom of the 8th inning. Swinging a foul ball, strike one. Garza, left-handed batter against the right-hander Wu. And a pitch up high. So many interesting side notes to this game, including the fact that Palmview scored its first run when a balk was called, and its tying run in the bottom of the 7th inning was set up by a balk. 1-1 pitch. He is outside in the count 2-1. The fact that we're playing extra innings in this game and the fact that the Pirates are in San Diego reminds me of a game during 1979, latter stages of that championship season, when the Pirates played 19 innings in the game in San Diego, California. Strike called 1-2. A game that saw Dave Roberts confronted with the bases loaded 3 times as a reliever. And the Pirates won that game, and it was part of a magical California swing in '79 on the march to the World Series and the World Championship. Foul ball outside first, and the count remains at 2-2 on Garza. Garza certainly capable of ending this game with a home run. We've had 11 in the tournament. Garza's hit 1. 3-2 pitch. A bouncer past the first baseman and into right field. It's a base hit. 1-out single. Ball hit with such authority that all Chen could do was hope that if he lifted the glove, he'd knock the ball down. And it brings up Axel Polito, who's 1 for 3 in the game. Vasquez running at first base.
Center fielder number 2, Axel Polito.
1 on, 1 out. 3-3 bottom of the 8th inning. And Wu with the throw to first base. Back safely, diving back in Vasquez. Well, it was going to be a long day for whichever team wins this game. Gets even a little bit longer with the extra innings here. It's again a throw to first base. And a third throw over. Vasquez running for Garza. And strike 1. 3 runs on 2 hits for Chinese Taipei. 3 runs, 9 hits for Palmview, Texas. Pitch outside, and that's where catcher Chen wanted it. And the count 1-1. 3-2 Chinese Taipei after 6.5. 3-3 after 7. That's what we're looking at here in the bottom of the 8th inning. Pitch outside again. 2-1. Polito has 2 hits in the tournament, including a home run against Chinese Taipei on Saturday. Two-one delivery and a foul ball. Wu, third pitcher. He has thrown 68 pitches in relief. Swing and a miss. And the count 2 and that's strike 3 for the second out of the inning. Runner at first, 2 outs. Good pitch away and chased by Polito.
Number 18,
Araldo Solis to bat. Solis from Panitas, Texas. And it's ball 1. Young man who plays football and also runs track and long jump. Favorite player, Nolan Ryan. Throw to first base. Nolan Ryan, who threw 7 no-hitters, who had 5,714 strikeouts. 1-0 pitch and a swing and a miss by Araldo Solis. With a man aboard and 2 outs in the bottom of the 8th inning. 3-3 game. Wu set, comes set at the shoulders. And in there with a called strike 1 and 2. One ball, 2 strikes, runner at first. And the next offering, called strike 3. Wu gets 3 strikeouts in the inning. Palmview, no runs, 1 hit, 1 left on base. As we go to the 9th, it is Chinese Taipei 3, Palmview, Texas 3.
My dream field has a scoreboard with a giant TV.
My dream field has dugouts for our mascot to dance on.
My dream field has lights to play at night. And a duck pond.
CNX is making dream fields come true by donating millions of dollars throughout Appalachia. Nominate your field at cnx.com/dreamfields.
At Printscape Imaging and Graphics, we're more than printers. Partners in creativity and community. From sponsoring local charities to empowering small businesses, Printscape is committed to giving back. Our people help businesses and organizations build their brands while strengthening our community, like the Printscape Pony League World Series. Printscape Imaging and Graphics, where technology meets creativity. Visit us today and see how we can bring your vision to life.
Cricket has free Samsung Galaxy phones. Whoa! Free phones, fast 5G, and nationwide coverage.
Pretty good deal.
Smile, you're on Cricket.
From the historic Lou Hayes Pony Field, moving into the 9th inning, a second extra inning. Mia Hankins, our stage manager. A large number of the members of our crew are from Waynesburg University, and I'm real proud of these young men and women who've had the opportunity to do the Pony League World Series. There's a called strike. And guys like Aaron Shackelford and Bill Blaker, and Ray Miller, and Chris Jones. Guys that have been on television a long, long time. I know I'm going to leave somebody out, Becky Hardwick, who runs graphics for us. These are extended days, but it's so much of a wonderful opportunity for all of us to be a part of this spectacular event as Lynn leads off this 9th inning. Quintanilla. And now 2-2. Two balls, 2 strikes on the first hitter of the 9th inning. And a swing and a foul ball. Scoreless until the bottom of the 4th inning. And then 1-0 Palmview until the top of the 6th when Chinese Taipei tied the game. Palmview back in front with a run on the bottom of the 6th. Chinese Taipei grabbed the lead in the top of the 7th with 2. Palmview tied it at the bottom of the 7th inning with a 2-out RBI clutch base hit by the young man that's on the mound right now, Edgar Quintanilla. 2 balls, 2 strikes on Lin Shiwan. Quintanilla's pitch. Line drive down the left field line. Foul ball. It's one of the better hit balls of this game by a Chinese Taipei player. We're in the battle. We're looking at the 6, 7, and 8 slots in the Chinese Taipei batting order. This pitch is popped up. Center fielder went back, now rushing in and drops the ball. In center field, the ball dropped. Throw to second base, not connecting, and Lin is safe at second. Polito went back and then realized he had to scurry in. And the ball hit off the glove, and there is the go-ahead run at second base. And it is the third error of the game against Palmview, Texas, a club that played particularly well defensively and in a game against Mon Valley, and has had some really solid defensive moments in this game, and now an intentional walk of Sung, putting runners at first and second, nobody out. And that'll bring up Chen Chu Feng. Chen Shin Fu, the batter. Sacrifice bunt has to be in order here. Third baseman Leon coming in. We've already had one sacrifice bunt. That was from Chinese Taipei in the 6th. That set up Chinese Taipei's first run. And a called strike. Third baseman Leon is in. Shortstop Zambrano is about 40 feet away from third base. Second baseman Bocanegra is guarding near second. And the first baseman Garza is behind the runner. Throw to second base. And the ball bouncing away. Two on, no outs, top of the 9th, 3-3 game. Right-hander delivers. Pitch is outside as Chen was sliding his left hand up the bat handle. Three-3 game, the go-ahead run for Chinese Taipei at second base. Trailing runner at first. An E8 that put Lin Ji-wan at second base, and then the intentional walk of Song. Infield still set up for the bunt on the left side, and the pitch is outside. 2-1. With Leon being very aggressive on that left side. Well, the bunt here, if it goes by the right side of the mound, it could cause problems for Palmview. Runner shows bunt, then swings away and pops it left field line. The catch is made. It's a fair ball. Orodo Solis came on and made the grab. 70 feet past third base at the line. And out number one.
Number 10, Chin-Wei Xiong.
And Solis coming on quickly to make the play. One out. And now Chin-Wei Xiong. I would wish Tyler Barnett were here with me today. There again seemed to be the perfect place to drop down the bunt, put runners at second and third, and force the Palmview infield to play in. But the swing of the bat and the fly ball to left field. 3-3 game in the 9th inning. And a called strike. An E8, putting a runner at second, then the intentional walk. Quintanilla's pitch, called strike 2. Runners at first and second, one out. 0-2 delivery. Swing and a miss, 2 outs. "11 strikeouts recorded by Palmview pitchers. And Lucas Zambrano, the coach, going out to the mound to meet with his troops, see what he's going to do here. Top of the batting order coming up for Chinese Taipei. "3-3 in the 9th inning.
Right fielder number 9, Wong Zihong.
Wong Zihong 0 for 3 in the game. Runners at first and second, 2 outs. And pitcher Quintanilla taking a good bit of time now. The right-hander's ready. And a fastball up and out. Huang walked and scored in the 6th inning. It was a rather unique circumnavigation of the bases. Walk, pass ball, sacrifice bunt, wild pitch. Fly ball into shallow right center field. Drops in for a base hit. Lin scores 4-3 Chinese Taipei. Swung goes to third, 2-out RBI single, and Chinese Taipei back in front, 4-3. 9th inning.
Number 6, Lin Liang Kai.
Not hit all that well, but placed well enough to get the go-ahead run in, and so it turns out to be a costly error in center field that gives Chinese Taipei the donation for the 4th run. Looking ahead to the bottom of the 9th inning, bottom third of the Palmview batting order. Lin Liang Kai, 0 for 3. Inside ball 1. Palmview has led in this game 1-0 and 2-1. Chinese Taipei has led 3-2 and 4-3. The game has been tied at 1. The game has been tied at 3. Runner at first going, swinging a foul back, and Huang will have to find his way back to first. Sitting on about 3 hours of some pretty exciting Pony League baseball. Extra innings in the 9th inning and Chinese Taipei leading. Runner at first going, being ignored. And uncontested, Huang gets to second base. Second and third, 2 outs. By the way, it was an uncontested runner that scored the go-ahead run in the 7th inning that gave Chinese Taipei a 3-2 lead. 2-1 pitch, and it's up and in. Chinese Taipei, 4 runs on 3 hits. Palmview, 3 runs, 9 hits, 3 errors against each team. As a matter of fact, all of the 4 runs that pitch up and in, it almost clipped Lin in the, and evidently did hit him. And he is awarded first base, bases loaded. All 4 runs scored by Chinese Taipei will be unearned runs.
Pitcher number 3, Wu Chie-Zui.
And Wu Chie-Si, remember Chinese Taipei Almost had the game end on it. So close. Palmview had that chopper in front of the plate, and the pitcher Polito tried to get the out to first to end the game, but it was an E1, and that prolonged things and set it up for Chinwei Song to score 2 runs with a double. Bases loaded, 2 outs, 4-3 Chinese Taipei. Bouncer shortstop, got to hurry. Zambrano coming in. His throw to first base, out, and the inning is over. But Chinese Taipei picks up a run on 1 hit. There was an error, and 3 left on base. Bottom of the 8th coming your way.
At Penn West University, we're making college make sense again with programs tied to in-demand jobs. We're breaking down barriers and giving you more choices. We're making college valuable again for people just like you. Learn more at pennwest.edu.
My dream field has a scoreboard with a giant TV.
My dream field has dugouts for our mascot to dance on.
My dream field has lights to play at night. And a duck pond.
CNX is making dream fields come true by donating millions of dollars throughout Appalachia. Nominate your field at cnx.com/dreamfields.
Jumpstart the season with a bit of fresh air. Whether you like to walk, run, hike, bike, or boat, you'll find that Washington County is connected by trails. Plan a day on one of the nation's outstanding rail trails with a trip on the Montour, Panhandle, or National Pike Trail. Grab a paddle and navigate the scenic Mon River and surrounding small-town charm. We'll see you at the trailhead. Plan your trip today at washcotrails.com.
Bottom of the 9th inning, and Palmview is trailing by 1. Palmview down 4-3, bottom part of the batting order. Bocanegra evidently not done with his warm-up tosses. And now he is. Bocanegra 0 for 3.
For Palmview, leading off the 9th, second baseman number 7, Alex Bocanegra.
First pitch at the bottom of the 9th inning in there for a called strike. Oh, 1 pitch. Fastball up, swing and a miss, 0-2. The winner of this game will advance to play Guaynabo, Puerto Rico at 4:30. And the team that loses this game will be eliminated. It will become the 5th team to be bounced from the tournament. One-two pitch. And the check swing ball was down, 2 balls, 2 strikes. RBIs in the game for Palmview. 1 for Leon and 1 for Quintanilla. The first run scored on a balk. 2-2 pitch. Called strike 3, 1 out. And 4 strikeouts in a row recorded by Wu. He struck out 3 in the 8th. And now Isaiah Olivares, who's 2 for 3 in the game.
Number 42, Isaiah Olivares.
4-3 Chinese Taipei leads in the bottom of the 9th inning. Olivares a fly ball, opposite way, left field, moving towards the line. Lynn, he's got it, 2 outs. Two down, and Cantu to step in. He's 0 for 1. Washington County and the Bronx coming up next. Looking closer to about a 2 o'clock start. And Wu's pitch. A foul ball off to the left out of play. It has been quite a game. The twists and turns and the clutch hitting. And as it turns out to be, a play in center field opens the door. Ground ball to second, throw to first. Out at first, the ball game is over. Chinese Taipei comes up with runs in the do-or-die top of the 7th, and then tacks on the winning run in the 9th inning. Final score, Chinese Taipei 4, Palmview, Texas 3.
Feels good to be off the sidelines, doesn't it? Oh yeah, it does. That extra effort with AHN Sports Medicine got you back here. With every specialty set, custom training day, and personalized drill, you bettered your body. Now line it up. They don't see